You should stop praying about your relationship until you fix this. I'm going to be sharing 4 qualities that you must get right before you pray about your relationship, because sometimes what you're praying about, you've not gotten the answer and it's never going to come, because prayer is not the solution at this time. It's all about what you don't know and what you're not doing. So, number one, before you pray for your relationship, focus on first character, communication. How effective is your communicative life? Do you really communicate well to your partner? Do you know about communication styles? Have you ever tried to understand whether your communication is the right way? Because sometimes you can have something interesting and important to talk about, but communication becomes a problem. And that is because every individual is very unique. Your partner may want to hear you, but whenever they open their ears and hearts to receive from you, they hear a different sound from what you really want to talk about. They hear a different sound from the real sound that you ought to be making. So it's all about understanding the uniqueness of your partner, their environment, their emotions, and how they perceive every word and how they react to words. So you've got to take time to study the way your partner perceives and receives information. It is unique to everybody. It is very funny that some people prefer text message before you talk about some certain things. Yeah, I would boldly tell you that I don't talk about everything in my relationship except if I send some text messages. It is not every time that I talk about everything. There are some certain information I want to communicate about, and I feel like my partner would need to hear this. I feel more comfortable to text him. Maybe he's not fine about that, because I remember one time my husband told me that he prefers me to coming to him to talk to him than sending him a text message. But of course, over time, he began to understand that my communication styles on some certain issues and certain discussion is more comfortable with a text message before we finally talk about it or discuss it. It's strange. It doesn't make sense because we are in the same house. How can you be in the room, in the bedroom, and you are texting someone who is in the sitting room? It doesn't make sense. But of course, it do make sense, or it does make sense that that is the way to communicate better and your partner receives the information. So communication is not ended yet until your partner fully understands what you are talking about or what you are willing to discuss. So it's not just about you saying your mind, saying what you think, and blaming your partner for responding poorly to you. 75% of marriages today suffer from poor communication problems, not because your partner had something bad or something wrong in their heart, but just because they lack the skill to understand or learn your communication style. So before you pray to God about what is going on in your relationship, or before you even seek for another counseling, I would advise you to take your time to study your partner. Try many ways to talk to your partner about a thing and know how they respond. Some partners or some people don't respond well under pressure, and you have to understand that your partner is not your friend, it's not your neighbor, it's not anybody, and your partner is not right inside of you, knows everything about your emotion. So if you love your marriage, it's time to really pay attention to communication style. It's not just communication, it's about the style of communication. It is unique to everybody. If you can find yours and that of your partner, if you find yours, be quick to tell your partner the way you prefer to be communicated to, and also try to study theirs or ask them questions on how and the proper way or what they think is the best approach to talking to them and when to discuss on certain matters with them. When they open up to you, believe me, you are not never going to pray to God about them. So before you pray to God about your relationship, you've got to find yourself, okay? Sometimes you fight wars in your relationship that doesn't exist. It's just like fighting the air, like fighting what you cannot see, just because you've not found yourself. Many people get married and get into marriage relationship, or maybe you are not married yet, but you got into a relationship without finding yourself. So everything turns you off because you are trying to become this and trying to become that. When you become confident in yourself and you are full of, your dreams, your visions and purpose, you are busy with your life, I believe that you are going to hook up with the right person. And when you are with the right person, you would have less issues to pray about. Okay. It's all about self-discovery. Self-discovery comes with personal healing, personal peace, and the kind of peace that you give out even to your partner, because sometimes you may be the trouble just because you've not found yourself. So who are you? Have you really found where you're going in life? Are you confident in yourself? Do you have self-fulfillment, self-discovery? Do you have dreams and visions that you're building? Are you busy? Are you in partnership with your partner trying to fix your life? Because when you're busy with your partner building purpose, you wouldn't have time for issues that would lead to praying to God about your relationship. So maybe you need to find yourself, because when you don't find yourself, everything goes off board for you. Nothing syncs together. Nothing would ever be understandable, because the root of the problem is that you don't have self-discovery. There is so much peace in self-discovery. So get busy with building your career, building your life, and building who God has created you to be. So when you do that, you wouldn't have time to pray to God. Self-discovery, purpose discovery, and all that doesn't need so much prayer. It takes you, going deep into yourself to finding who you are. So again, before you pray to God for your relationship, have you developed character? Are you intentional about developing character? You must know that character is the fruit of the Spirit. Nobody develops character without the Spirit of God in them. Marriage, relationships is a place where your character will be tried and tested. And if it is not true, maybe you fixed it just to get along with your partner, it is going to be exposed within a short period of time, like short period of getting married to your partner or into your marriage. So the fruit of the Spirit is the best way to develop character. Character is what sustains marriage. You can't do without character, and you can't pray character into your marriage. You are simply going to yield to God's word to develop character. Okay, so it's not just about praying for God to change things in your marriage. It's all about knowing what to yield to, or what to start doing, or what to even ask God to do in your life. Because some people are lost in praying for God to just change their marriage, do some magic, change their partner. And sometimes it's about you. You are the very person who needs the change. So if you don't have the character, I would advise you to watch my video on the fruit of the Spirit that would help a lasting marriage relationship. I'm going to drop it on the comment section. Okay, character is developed intentionally. If you want to build character, you will begin now to find a way to do that. Watch my video on the fruit of the Spirit to build a lasting marriage relationship. I'm going to drop it in the description box. So finally, before you pray to God about your relationship, you should have a vision for your relationship. Know exactly what you want from your relationship and what you're expecting from your relationship. It's going to help you to build your life towards your goal, and also communicate the right information to your partner. Both of you knows exactly what you are looking at and how to work out your life, because a life without direction is a scattered life. A life, it's just like beginning a journey without having a destination in mind or knowing your direction. It means that you can actually take any road you see. So when your partner misbehaves or you are misbehaving, it simply means you don't have a goal, you don't have a plan, and of course, you don't even know when God walks into your life to help you. So when you are praying without a vision, it means that when God begins to do some certain things in your life or to make your life better, you could actually get confused. You could even step into that place of fighting the presence of God or the will of God for you. So before you pray to God about your relationship, be sure that you have a vision for your relationship. You must have written the vision down and agreed with your partner that this is what you want for your marriage, this is what you want for your relationship, this is what you want for your life. And when you must have done that, when God steps into your life and begin to work things out, it becomes easy. Then when you pray, it becomes easy to let God work out a relationship. Some people pray to God to help them work out their relationship, but they don't even know the presence of God, because they don't have a vision, they don't have a plan for their relationship. And of course, when God begins to work out the relationship, they get confused, they don't know what is happening, because God's ways are different from the ways of man. So write the vision for your relationship, have a plan for your relationship, present it to your partner and see his or her view on what you think. And of course, your partner can make some adjustments or add their own goals and their own views on what they think about your vision for the relationship. And that, of course, is going to help your relationship to work the way you never thought, because partnership is important. Partnership is about having direction, having a vision, and understanding where you are going in life. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, and share this video to the people that would love it. My name is Esther Christian. Thanks for stopping by.